Good evening, and welcome to the Universidad Europea de Madrid. My name is Alan Palmer, Director of Academic Orientation, and thank you so much for joining us in this International Open House event, live from our campus here in Villaviciosa de Odón. Choosing a degree and a university can be extremely challenging, and we encourage you to explore a wide array of options. After all, the 4, 5, or 6 years of undergraduate studies entail much more than simply attending classes, studying for exams, carrying out projects, writing theses, but rather, your university experience should provide you with a platform to grow, mature, participate in extracurricular activities, find your calling, network, and forge lifelong friendships with classmates and professors. In this virtual event, I hope to shed light upon the Universidad Europea de Madrid, explain our wide portfolio of bachelor's degrees offered 100% in English, provide an overview of campus life and culture, detail the admissions process, and of course, answer any questions you have in our Q&A session to follow. All with the goal of helping you in your research to find the best university that fits your personal needs and promising future. So, you may be wondering, where exactly is the Universidad Europea de Madrid and what's the campus like? Well, founded in 1989, we are a private international university whose main campus in Madrid is located just 15 kilometers to the southwest of the city center within the quaint town of Villaviciosa de Odón. Although do note we have a smaller, more boutique-style campus located up in the north of Madrid in Alcobendas. However, the Spanish capital is not our only base, as we also have campuses in Valencia and the Canary Islands in Tenerife, as well as Alicante. And it doesn't stop there, as we are currently in the process of opening additional campuses in Malaga, as well as a third Madrid campus called the Creative Campus, to open next year for our students of design. And we'll go into that in more detail later. Nevertheless, regardless of which campus you carry out your undergraduate studies, our university emphasizes experiential learning, or learning by doing. How do we accomplish this? Well, a large portion of our degree's curricula take place outside of the traditional classroom, within our on-campus laboratories, workshops, simulation zones, as well as in real-life professional settings, thanks to the numerous agreements and relationships we've forged with multinational companies, institutions, and hospitals where our students carry out their curricular internships. We also foster a multicultural environment in which almost half of our student body is international. So while we are on that topic, I am aware that many of you will be departing your respective home countries and relocating to Spain to embark on this new chapter, which, albeit exciting, can seem a little bit scary. A foreigner myself, that is one thing that you and I will share in common. Having lived, studied, and worked in Spain for nearly a decade, we also look forward to talking about the reality of relocating to Spain, living in the vibrant capital city, and forming part of this distinguished university community. While I cannot guarantee that your university experience will always be easy, I can guarantee you this. Upon graduating from the Universidad Europea de Madrid, you will spring into the world with a more globalized, digitalized, sustainable, and entrepreneurial mentality, ready to face the many challenges of tomorrow, namely digital transformation, data analysis, sustainability, social equity, and so many more. We thoroughly hope you find this event both insightful and beneficial as you research the various options of which university do I choose. In the following short video, the rector of the Universidad Europea de Madrid, Dr. Elena Gazapo, will explain our academic model in more detail.
Hola, mi nombre es Elena Gazapo, soy la rectora de la Universidad Europea de Madrid y quiero darte las gracias por estar con nosotros en nuestra jornada de puertas abiertas. Sabemos que estás en un momento muy importante de tu vida. Estás a punto de comenzar una nueva etapa, un futuro que comienza en la elección de universidad, ya sea para cursar una titulación de grado o un ciclo formativo de grado superior. La Universidad Europea está formada por una red de instituciones presentes en Madrid, Valencia, Canarias, Oporto y Lisboa, que comparten una visión única, la visión One University. Con más de 25 años de trayectoria, 25.000 alumnos y más de 80.000 egresados, proporcionamos a nuestros estudiantes una educación integral, formando líderes y profesionales preparados para dar respuesta a las necesidades de un mundo global, para aportar valor en sus profesiones y contribuir al progreso social, siempre desde un espíritu emprendedor y de compromiso ético. Nuestro compromiso con nuestros estudiantes se sustenta en un sólido modelo académico eminentemente práctico, que permite conocer la realidad profesional en un entorno global y multicultural, donde más del 30% de los estudiantes son internacionales y con acuerdos de intercambios y prácticas en más de 70 países. En la Universidad Europea de Madrid contamos con una amplia oferta formativa en la gran mayoría de las áreas de conocimiento, con más de 200 grados, ciclos formativos de grado superior, posgrados y programas de la Escuela Universitaria Real Madrid Universidad Europea. Nuestra comunidad docente permanece en constante contacto con las profesiones para garantizar una formación a la vanguardia de las necesidades del mercado laboral, lo que se traduce en más de 6.000 acuerdos de colaboración con empresas y con elevadas tasas de empleabilidad cercanas al 90% y con rangos salariales un 40% por encima de la media de universidades privadas. Este contacto con las profesiones también se pone de manifiesto en nuestra oferta académica, en permanente actualización para responder a las necesidades profesionales en diferentes áreas como educación, ingeniería o comunicación, por nombrar algunas de ellas. Además, en los últimos meses ha quedado de manifiesto la importancia del cuidado de la salud como elemento clave para la sociedad. Por eso apoyamos el concepto One Health, una sola salud, una estrategia global que defiende que la salud humana y la salud animal son interdependientes y están vinculadas a los ecosistemas en los que coexisten. Lo concebimos y lo implementamos a través de una nueva propuesta formativa que incluye biomedicina, veterinaria y medio ambiente y sostenibilidad. En la Universidad Europea queremos acompañarte en tu viaje y lo hacemos a través de nuestro modelo académico de aprendizaje experiencial HighFlex, que tiene un enfoque eminentemente práctico que te permitirá adquirir los conocimientos, las competencias y valores adecuados para el desarrollo de tu futura profesión, así como afrontar los retos de la transformación social y digital. Un viaje de aprendizaje en el que contarás con las mejores instalaciones, equipo docente y tecnología para que aprendas haciendo, enfrentándote desde los primeros años de formación a situaciones simuladas y reales del día a día de las profesiones. Un modelo que te permitirá ganar horas de vuelo gracias a la última tecnología en laboratorios y entornos virtuales, contando siempre con la cercanía y la dedicación constante de tus profesores. ¿Quieres saber cómo es el día a día estudiando en la Universidad Europea? Tendrás a tu disposición un campus seguro con magníficas instalaciones y laboratorios como Industria 4.0, que cuenta con las principales tecnologías como Internet de las Cosas, ciberseguridad, sensores o Big Data, entre otros, para garantizar un aprendizaje basado en proyectos con el estado del arte de la cuarta revolución industrial. El Human Performance Research Lab, un espacio de última generación para el aprendizaje transdisciplinar sobre los beneficios y usos del ejercicio físico en la salud y en el rendimiento de las personas. O el hospital simulado, para que puedas practicar con las situaciones que viven los profesionales sanitarios, pero en un entorno seguro. El elevado número de profesores que siguen el ejercicio profesional, cuya enseñanza está directamente relacionada con su experiencia laboral, te garantizan una conexión con el mundo real desde el primer año. Además, contarás con aulas dotadas con la última tecnología y podrás hacer uso de diferentes herramientas digitales como entornos de simulación, gamificación, laboratorios virtuales y contenidos digitales de alto valor añadido. Todo ello accesible también fuera del horario de clase para maximizar tus horas de vuelo. Y todo esto en el entorno de nuestros campus seguros, en los que podrás participar en múltiples actividades y exprimir al máximo la vida universitaria. Toda nuestra comunidad universitaria te está esperando para acompañarte en este viaje donde la educación personalizada, el conocimiento humano y la tecnología más avanzada se dan la mano. Te dejo con los equipos de facultades y escuelas que te van a mostrar tu día a día desde las áreas de conocimiento.
Studying at the Universidad Europea entails a rich international experience from day one. Of our approximately 30,000 students, 42% are international, coming from approximately between 110 and 122 nations around the world, making our university one of the most diverse and multicultural in all of Spain. We also proudly offer internship and training placement opportunities in more than 40 countries so that students can break out of their comfort zone and engage in professional networking on a global level. Since our founding, approximately 95,000 students have graduated from the Universidad Europea between our 3 campuses in Madrid, Valencia, and the Canary Islands. Fortunately, approximately 90% of our alumni secure full-time employment within their first year of graduating, and 25% of them are currently working and practicing their respective professions abroad outside of Spain. Now, we know that employability is important to you, which is why we strive to bring you as close as possible to the professional world from day one. As I mentioned, we have signed agreements and built enduring relationships with approximately 14,000 companies and institutions worldwide, where you as a student will get that practical experience working hand in hand with a reputable professional of your field, be that an architect, an aeronautical engineer, a professional sports team manager, a psychologist, a dentist, a CEO, the list goes on. As previously mentioned, our academic model centers upon experiential learning, or learning by doing. We invite you to take advantage of our pioneer facilities, where you will carry out coursework in environments that recreate professional spaces with the highest precision, allowing you to learn in a safe way as a preliminary step to professional internships. Now, these spaces are accessible even outside of class hours so that you can continue practicing and polishing your skills as much as you need. In this learning methodology, you will learn collaboratively from our expert faculty who are up to date with the latest trends in technology. It's also worth noting that 80% of our professors are active professionals within their fields, so you always have a close link to the professional world from day one. I would now like to explain our degrees taught 100% in English within our faculties, within our campus here in Villaviciosa de Odón. So let's start with the Faculty of Biomedical and Health Sciences. But before diving into the individual degrees, please enjoy the short video that paints a picture of the day-to-day life in this faculty. With more than 5,500 students since its creation and 25% of international students, the Faculty of Biomedical and Health Sciences contributes to the development of each individual's potential to improve people and overall the global society's health and quality of life. As part of its facilities, the Universidad Europea has 2 simulated hospitals that allow students to learn all about clinical practices in a truly authentic setting. In these spaces, the possibilities are endless. We can simulate to precision anything from an intensive care unit to an operation room to a delivery room. In fact, we even have a robot named Rufina who gives birth. Of course, the simulated hospitals possess all the necessary bells and whistles, but in my opinion, the true differentiating aspect of this facility is the ability to work as a team with different health professionals. For example, it's quite common for psychology students to work collaboratively with our medical students. That multidisciplinary aspect of health sciences is truly at the heart of our simulated hospitals. Additionally, we offer state-of-the-art structure and function labs filled with anatomical models and virtual reality glasses that allow students to enter any bodily system on the molecular level. We also boast avant-garde dentistry laboratories that facilitate that experiential learning that we pride ourselves upon. After gaining all the crucial experience within our simulated settings, our students then treat real patients in hospitals, clinics, and laboratories in the final years of their degree. It's worth mentioning that we often receive excellent feedback about our students as they show up on the first day with experience in handling patients that demonstrate initiative and enthusiasm as well. Within this faculty, you can study the following bachelor's degrees 100% in English. The first I would like to point out is our bachelor's degree in dentistry, which is also proudly offered from our campus in Valencia. The Universidad Europea has trained top-notch dentists, orthodontists, and oral surgeons since 1996, thanks to our latest technologies, like I mentioned, our simulated hospitals, our preclinical dentistry labs, and our Smart Lab, in which students employ unique virtual reality simulators, experiencing sensations almost identical to those that they will feel with real-life patients. This degree entails 5 years of studies. The first year, students will explore the basic sciences of anatomy, biology, chemistry, and genetics, whereas the second and third years, the curriculum focuses more on medical pathologies, orthodontics, endodontics, root canals, and oral surgery. Now, after acquiring all the skills needed to treat real-life patients, in the final 2 years, students will complete 900 hours of internships within our university dental clinics located in the heart of downtown Madrid. Please note that our university dental clinics receive over 94,000 consultations and perform over 160,000 treatments annually. Let's now take a look at our bachelor's degree in psychology. Within our 4-year psychology program, you will gain a deep understanding of human behavior and help improve our global society. Similar to dentistry and other biomedical health science-related degrees, the first year provides students with a strong theoretical base within the fields of biology and anatomy. In this first year, our students also attend seminars with leading psychologists from different areas: prison psychologists, military psychologists, clinical psychologists, hospital psychologists, as well as experts in the Department of Human Resources. Our degree has a strong practical approach, given that starting your third year, you will carry out internships in external centers and learn all about patient care in institutions and psychology clinics. All in all, you will complete more than 600 hours of internships, after which you will feel 100% comfortable treating and diagnosing patients in a real-life setting. But don't worry about attending to real-life patients starting your third year, as you will have ample experience working with our actors within our simulated hospital. Our actors can play the role of patients with a wide array of pathologies, anything from schizophrenia to terminal cancer to a panic attack, an eating disorder, and even a patient suffering from, like I mentioned, a terminal disease, or even high school bullying. Now let's take a look at our bachelor's degree in biotechnology, which is also proudly offered from our campus in Valencia. What I love about this degree is that it is very wide in scope, allowing students to gain experience in various fields, all with the approach of developing your strong entrepreneurial skills as well. You will learn about the pharmaceutical industry at large, as well as the latest technological advances in bioscience. Thanks to our innovative curriculum, you will acquire all the skills needed to develop and improve the design of, for example, new drugs, food products, or the bioremediation of contaminated environments, among many others. The Universidad Europea biotech students also enjoy privileged access to the main research centers here in Madrid, the CSIC, the Carlos III Health Institute, as well as the Paraplegic Hospital of Toledo. I would also like to briefly touch upon our new degree in Environmental and Sustainability Studies. Now, this bachelor's degree will equip you with the skills to lead teams, finding solutions to environmental issues through actions such as environmental engineering, organic farming, recycling, green tourism, and entrepreneurship. You will also touch upon environmental consultancy, among many other fields. You will complete more than 400 hours of internships throughout the curriculum in small groups starting from your very first year. And additionally, you will be able to complete your training in your area of choice in the sector's centers and leading companies. For example, Excess Management, BioPlus, IKEA Iberica, Heineken, or Bankinter. We also proudly offer an annual summer trip to Kenya for those interested students. So that will conclude our degrees offered in English within our biomedical and health science faculty. Students, please, if you have any questions about any of these degrees, dentistry, psychology, environmental and sustainability studies, biotechnology, please feel free to ask us in the live chat, and we'd be happy to answer those in the Q&A session following the presentation of these degrees. So, I would now like to move on to the Faculty of STEAM. So if you're passionate about building, constructing, planning, drawing, giving form to objects, and physically transforming the world around us, the Faculty of STEAM is right up your alley. The University School of Engineering and Architecture train competitive professionals with an international and interprofessional approach through project-based learning and hands-on experience from leading companies within the sector. Fortunately, we provide our students with cutting-edge facilities, such as our Digital Fabrication Laboratory, or Fab Lab, our design-oriented classrooms, our wind tunnel, as well as a wide array of workshops for testing and manufacturing mechanics, materials, hydraulics, sculptures, among many others. It's also worth mentioning that the Universidad Europea is the first private institution to achieve the NAAB International Certification from the United States. Now, this certificate evaluates and recognizes international architectural programs of particularly high quality standards, equivalent to those programs you would find in the United States and Canada. We are also the only Spanish university validated by the Royal Institute of British Architecture, RIBA, since 2019. Now, this is without doubt the most prestigious association of architects worldwide. We also boast agreements with reputable international universities such as the University of California, Irvine, as well as with prominent companies such as Airbus, Iberia, Repsol, Siemens, Altran, Bosch Security Systems, among others. Now, outside of the classroom, students have the opportunity to participate in university clubs like our Formula WIM, our Robotics Club, our Design Club, our Air Division Club, Computing and New Technologies Club, just to name a few. Now, all of these clubs are 100% comprised of students with the support and guidance of our highly qualified teaching staff. Now that I've given an introduction to the Faculty of STEAM, before diving into the individual degrees, please sit back, relax, and enjoy this short video that paints a picture of the day-to-day life within our Faculty of STEAM. Now that you've seen the short video of the day-to-day life within our Faculty of STEAM, let's now delve into the individual degrees that we offer completely in English here in our campus of Villaviciosa de Odon. So let's first take a look at our bachelor's degree in Fundamentals of Architecture, which entails a 5-year curriculum. As I mentioned previously, the Universidad Europea is the first university in Europe to obtain the NAAB and the RIBA international accreditations, which will make it easier for you to practice in the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. You will also utilize innovative technologies of BIM methodology, that's building infrastructure modeling, digital manufacturing, and virtual reality, and you will work in innovative laboratories such as our Fab Lab, our digital design workshops, like I mentioned, our BIM classrooms, as well as our rendering farm. Within our architecture program, our students complete more than 3,600 hours within our workshops, which truly sets us apart from other universities. As we move into the future, the field of architecture faces new horizons and challenges like sustainability, energy efficiency, urbanism, and smart cities, which are highly integrated into this avant-garde curriculum. Now let's take a look at our bachelor's degree in aerospace and aircraft engineering. Within this degree, you will learn how to design and manage aircraft manufacturing projects, calculate orbits, use avionics hardware and software, ensure air safety, control satellite missions, and monitor aeronautical systems. Students will utilize all of our top-notch facilities like our wind tunnel as well as our Fab Lab and materials resistance laboratories. And throughout their degree, students also have the opportunity to collaborate in world-renowned projects like Flying Dreams, designing and constructing handmade aircrafts without the use of a motor. In fact, last year, our students ended up as finalists within the Fly Your Ideas competition organized by Airbus. In addition to this project, our students can also participate in our Air Division Club, in which team members have collaborated with SpaceX to launch satellites into space. Now let's take a look at our bachelor's degree in Industrial Systems Engineering, specifically at the mechanics track. Since its origins in the Industrial Revolution of the 19th century, the engineering field has paved the way in humankind's ingenuity, creativity, and problem-solving skills. Now you can join the fourth industrial revolution, which is currently booming and needs the best professionals to keep moving forward. Starting from the fundamentals of basic sciences like physics, chemistry, and mathematics, you will acquire all the mechanical knowledge, such as resistance of materials, machine design, and manufacturing, which will allow you to participate in the manufacturing of any mechanical product from the simplest to the most complex and delicate systems you can possibly imagine. Once you have completed your degree in mechanical engineering at the Universidad Europea, you will find numerous opportunities in various sectors, including the automotive industry, logistics operations, the food industry, materials processing, the industrial chemistry sector, industrial installations. The list goes on and on. I would now like to delve into our bachelor's degree in computer engineering. As far as this degree is concerned, please note that 100%, yes, 100% of our students secure employment within their first 6 months upon completing their studies. We're very, very proud of that. During your computer engineering degree, you will acquire the ability to design and program all types of complex systems, such as robotics, big data applications, artificial intelligence systems, and communications and cybersecurity. You will also learn in facilities such as the network laboratories, the XR lab, augmented reality, the robotics and electronic laboratory, the tech factory, and even from time to time, our simulated hospitals. Aside from these facilities, you will also train using Vanguard programs like IBM Azure, Google Cloud, and Office 365 solutions. The Universidad Europea also has its own cloud where you can access all of these different programs outside of our campus from the comfort of your own home. Lastly, I would like to point out that students can get involved in a variety of clubs related to this field, like the Computer and New Technologies Club, the Robotics Club, or the Game Studio 4.0 Club. The last engineering degree that we will cover this evening is our bachelor's degree in civil engineering. For those who aspire to, transform the natural and urban settings around us, constructing bridges, tunnels, highways, high-speed rail systems, improving renewable energy, public transportation, and so on and so forth. We pride ourselves for being the first university in Spain to have a BIM, a BIM classroom, like I mentioned, that's building infrastructure modeling, where you can carry out complete projects using this avant-garde methodology. In addition, you will experiment in geology, hydraulics, materials and soil mechanics within these laboratories. And within our Fab Lab, you can even build your own prototypes. As a competitive civil engineer, you will find employment opportunities in construction companies in a wide array of sectors, including infrastructure, renewable energy, urban planning, transportation, as well as public administrations. Now I'd like to take a quick look at our bachelor's degree in physics. During the first 2 years of our bachelor's degree in physics, students will study the basic principles like fundamentals of physics, mathematical analysis, chemistry, linear algebra, analytical geometry, mechanics and waves, thermodynamics, and electromagnetism. Then, at the start of their third year, students choose to specialize in one of the 3 subjects, the first being computing and data analysis, which focuses on quantum technology as well as many other innovative subjects. The second being materials. Within the materials track, you'll put into practice your tissue physics or nanotechnology subjects within our materials lab. And the last specialty would be electronics, which is the most traditional and versatile branch of applied physics. Within this track, you'll learn how electronic instrumentation works and work in practice. And students in your 4th year of your physics degree, you will complement your studies with curricular internships in reputable companies like Airbus, IBM, Deloitte, Iberdrola, or Bosch Security Systems. So to conclude our faculty of STEAM, I would like to now delve into our bachelor's degree in data science. First, I'd like to share a few fun facts with you about big data. Did you know that 98% of the world's data has been generated in just the last 2 years, and that 99.7% of all the stored information is yet to be accessed? The aim of this bachelor's degree in data science is to train future mathematicians with a global vision of computing, calculus, and business as a data scientist. You will acquire top-notch training in the operation, development, design, and administration of mass data systems and analytical functions applicable to multiple industries: energy, education, industry, mathematical engineering, and research. Now, we will now move on to our creative campus, where our students will study and train starting in September of 2024. And this is for all of our degrees of design. But first, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy this short video that we have just released. There are subtitles in English below, so that you can see a little bit of what the day-to-day life is going to be like within our new state-of-the-art creative campus.
¿Eres un espíritu inquieto? Para ti nace Creative Campus. Un espacio efervescente de innovación, diseño y creación. Tecnología, diseño y creatividad ya no irán por separado. Nosotros ponemos los medios, tú la imaginación. Ven a estudiar las disciplinas que marcarán el futuro. El talento sale de tu inspiración y circula por tus manos. Aprende creando. El protagonista eres tú. Encuentra trabajo en aquello que sueñas. Interactúa con profesores, artistas, diseñadores, profesionales y desarrolla tus proyectos en empresas punteras. En el corazón de Madrid, el motor creativo de España. En Creative Campus descubrirás un entorno diverso, internacional y multicultural. Una tribu de jóvenes como tú. No mires el cambio, sé parte de él.
Wonderful. Well, I hope that you all enjoyed this new video that we just released about our creative campus. Again, this campus will open in September of 2024. Students, I did notice that there are no questions that have rolled in through the live chat. This is a golden opportunity for you all to ask us any questions that you may have about any of the previous degrees that we have gone over, campus life and culture. Of course, the presentation is not over yet. We still have a couple other faculties to go over. I'm also looking forward to going over what life is like here in Madrid. But if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send those through on the live chat. Okay? So going back to our creative campus, we are really, really excited about the inauguration of this brand new state-of-the-art campus located on María de Molina Street, right in the heart of Madrid, near the metro stop of Avenida de América. And this campus will produce the next generation of graphic, digital arts, product, interior, UX, animation, video games, and fashion designers. We will equip our pupils with the skills required to face the global challenges generated by technological, ecological, social, and economic change, ensuring that they're able to propose innovative, bold, fair, and sustainable solutions that will improve people's lives, society, and the future of our planet. With more than 5,000 square meters of high-tech facilities, the Creative Campus will offer digital and construction laboratories, simulation areas, state-of-the-art classrooms, exhibition and meeting spaces where students, together with our expert faculty members, will engage in experiential and project-based learning opportunities. Students can test, experiment, prototype, invent, and imagine beyond the limits of the classroom, acquiring the transdisciplinary skills and knowledge required to become the best agents of future change. IADE, that's IADE, which is the School of Design, and the Universidad Europea have partnered to provide the best educational offer in the areas of fashion design and interior design, with a wide range of official undergraduate, postgraduate, and master's degrees offered both online and on campus in person. So within this Creative Campus, we have a wide portfolio of degrees offered in Spanish. However, I would like to briefly touch upon our bachelor's degree in design offered in English. Training as a designer will allow you to create projects that will influence the way in which we interact, experience, and live reality at all levels. Design has become a true benchmark of strategic business culture as well. At the Universidad Europea, we train designers at the highest level through an active experiential learning methodology in connection with architects and many other professionals within the art, creativity, and innovation industries, all with a very international approach. So that will conclude our degrees within the world of architecture, engineering, physics, and design here with our Creative Campus. And now we will move on to the Faculty of Social Sciences and Communication. But prior to going into the individual degrees and providing you an overview, I do invite you to enjoy this short video that paints a day-to-day picture of life within the Faculty of Social Sciences and Communication. So, for our future business partners, brand ambassadors, entrepreneurs, diplomats, and audiovisual multimedia professionals, let's take a look at what we have in store for you here at the Universidad Europea. I would like to start by pointing out that the Universidad Europea is the first Spanish university to receive the prestigious ACBSP accreditation for our bachelor's degrees in business administration and our bachelor's degree in marketing, which recognizes the overall quality of our training programs. We boast numerous partnerships with companies, institutions, law firms, and NGOs worldwide, like RTVE, Mediaset, Telemadrid, Repsol, Zeppelin, and Google. We also forged relationships and signed agreements with leading international universities, such as the London School of Economics and the University of California, Berkeley, for study abroad opportunities. Students can put their knowledge into practice thanks to our professional laboratories, including our television set and green screen, our financial hub, our business consulting lab, our international negotiations lab, as well as our simulated courtroom, which you've had the privilege of seeing in the video right before. Now, within this faculty, you can study the following degrees completely in English. Now, of course, for any business-related degree, you will gain a deep understanding of the various procedures and departments of any healthy business. For example, management, finance, communication, marketing, accounting, and strategy, all with an emphasis of developing your emotional intelligence, public speaking, and active listening skills. I'd like to underscore that all of our business students collaborate and carry out projects within our consulting lab. Now, let me explain this concept. Essentially, the Universidad Europea works with a multitude of multinational companies that present us with ongoing issues or challenges that they're facing. So our students, guided by a professor, analyze the issue, develop a methodology, and create solutions. In fact, in the 2022-2023 academic year alone, our business students collaborated in over 1,500 projects. Among them, for BMW, in which our students created a social media campaign that this world-renowned automobile manufacturer is currently using. Now, our business students also have the amazing opportunity to participate in extracurricular activities like our Capital Markets Club or Crypto Club, as well as our Digital Business Week, in which our university hosts a week of conferences and workshops, live interviews. They analyze relevant challenges to the future like digitalization, cybersecurity, data lifecycle, artificial intelligence, sustainability, and employment. So now focusing specifically on our global bachelor's degree in international business, you will learn how to identify and use the key levers that facilitate business success in a truly international environment. My favorite aspect about this degree is that students are required to study abroad their third and fourth years, being able to choose from more than 100 destinations thanks to the agreements that we have with the best universities in Europe, North America, and Asia. In your fourth year, you will study in exclusive destinations such as McGill University in Montreal, Canada, or the University of California, Berkeley in the United States. Students can also choose to embark on a double global bachelor's degree in international business and international relations, which entails 5 years of studies. Now, students studying our bachelor's degree in business administration will learn about the realities of business, attend conferences and seminaries, visit companies, and carry out workshops, all with the goal of placing the students' talents and goals at the forefront. You may be wondering, what is the difference between international business and business administration, right? Well, to put it simply, international business provides more emphasis on legal components and focuses more on macroeconomic affairs, while business administration tends to focus a little bit more on microeconomic and really national matters, right? So now that we've gone over international business and business administration, let's take a look at our bachelor's degree in business analytics, in which students acquire the analytical and management skills needed to succeed in the various departments of any company. Designed by active professionals and managers of companies that apply big data to their business strategies like Google, ING Bank, Toyota, and Accenture, this curriculum entails 4 years of studies and provides the student with a hybrid profile between a traditional business profile and a technical profile that focuses on mathematics, business intelligence, statistics, and programming. The future is extremely bright for professionals skilled in data analysis, which affects society in practically all sectors: biochemistry, health, logistics, tourism, security, and even teaching and pedagogy. Companies and institutions around the globe are on the hunt for profiles skilled in data analysis and crunching big numbers. So this degree certainly beholds a promising future. So now let's delve into our bachelor's degree in economics, This degree prepares you to be an economist of the future within a fast-paced international environment, developing analysis and synthesis abilities, and learning to use the latest technology and innovation. We are proudly partnered with Repsol, Accenture, McKinsey & Company, Bankinter, Kia, and many other companies where our students carry out their curricular internships their fourth year within our economics program. So in order to understand the aforementioned disciplines, those being international business, business administration, and business analytics, we truly need professional training in economics as it serves as the base and foundation for the global economy at large. You'll see here that we also offer a double bachelor's degree in business analytics and in economics. By combining business strategy and with quantitative skills, graduates of our double bachelor's degree in business analytics and economics emerge as adept professionals capable of leveraging data-driven insights to inform strategic decision-making and uncover latent opportunities within the economic landscape. So again, this is a 5-year degree, double degree. So we will now depart from the world of business and move on to our global bachelor's degree in international relations, also proudly offered from our campus in Valencia. By studying this degree, you will become an expert in diplomacy and gain a firm understanding of how sovereign states, NGOs, interest groups, banks, and other international entities and corporations communicate with one another, all from a very international, political, economic, social, and legal perspective. You can participate in our Model United Nations or International Relations Club to deepen your knowledge of international affairs, and you can enjoy studying your entire fourth year at the prestigious universities of McGill and Montreal, Canada. So students, if you envision yourself participating in internships within the United Nations, the European Union, or collaborating on a Spanish diplomatic mission abroad, perhaps this global bachelor's degree in international relations is right up your alley. As we conclude the presentation of this specific faculty, let's now take a quick look at the world of communication. Our bachelor's degree in advertising trains professionals to understand the mindset and demands of the consumer and to create a strategic plan to penetrate any type of global market. Our advertising curriculum entails subjects like neuromarketing, big data, new business models, psychology of the consumer, market research, event planning, as well as usability design or trend research. But let's not forget about the importance of creativity and imagination required within this field. Students will learn how to apply their creativity to make their target market or clientele fall in love with any given product. Lastly, I would like to highlight an amazing opportunity for our advertising students called Pitching Minds. Pitching Minds entails an elite group dedicated to advertising creativity. The selected students, guided by our distinguished professors, attend national and international advertising festivals. To date, the Universidad Europea is the most successful with over 50 awards and distinctions. So we're very, very proud of that. So now let's take a quick look at our bachelor's degree in media studies. Just so that you can get an idea of the traction that this field is gaining on the world stage, did you know that in 2021 and in 2022, videos represent more than 80% of all the content generated on the internet? This degree aims to train future professionals to work on diverse audiovisual products on any platform and in any media, that being cinema, television, radio, video games, and the internet. The curriculum within our bachelor's degree of media studies includes subjects such as motion graphics, infographics, data processing, transmedia narrative, app design, gamification, and entertainment formats. So, if you envision yourself on the big TV screen one day or working behind the camera or behind the scenes, I do suggest you research this degree in more detail. Plus, you will get to train and polish all of your skills within our avant-garde multimedia facility called Europea Media, replete with a TV set, a green screen, editing rooms, digital imaging, and photography labs. I think you got a chance to catch a glimpse of Europea Media within our video. But finally, let's discuss our bachelor's degree in marketing. Now, this program helps students acquire knowledge and abilities and skills needed to respond to the challenges that companies and institutions are currently facing. Neuromarketing, e-commerce, big data, and digital ecosystems are now key subjects that you should master if you want to seek employment opportunities in the new digital economy. Throughout this 4-year bachelor's degree in marketing, you will take part in more than 400 hours of internships and work placements at leading companies, obtaining the skills needed to succeed and network with experienced industry professionals. So that will conclude our presentation of degrees within the realm of social sciences and communications. Students, I've said it before and I will say it again. Please send all of your questions regarding any of these degrees through the live chat, and we will happily answer those in the upcoming Q&A session to follow. But now please sit back, relax, and enjoy the short video that paints a picture of the last faculty that we will cover this evening, sports sciences. Did you know that the newspaper El Mundo, which is a really, really famous newspaper here in Spain, and the prestigious Shanghai ranking consider our Faculty of Sports Sciences one of the best in the world to study physical activity sciences and physical therapy degrees? In fact, Edu Universal ranking, the Edu Universal ranking, places our MBA in sports management within the top 50 worldwide. So here at the Universidad Europea de Madrid, we boast approximately 35,000 square meters of state-of-the-art sports facilities, including 9 tennis courts, 4 paddle courts, a rock climbing wall, a beach volleyball court, track and football field, our 500 square meter fitness room, our human performance research lab, where students can carry out research projects related to biomechanics, physiology, vision, biomedicine. We also offer 2 semi-Olympic sized swimming pools, one exterior and one indoors. Do note that we are the only university in Spain that has its own climatized 25-meter swimming pool, so that you can swim as much as you would like to in the winter months. We are also proudly partnered with Real Madrid, thanks to our Escuela Universitaria Real Madrid Universidad Europea, which provides our students with the opportunity to specialize in a specific area of the sports sector, thanks to our wide portfolio of master's degrees offered from our campuses in Alcobendas, as well as here in Villaviciosa de Odón. So within this faculty, you can study the following degrees 100% in English. First, let's take a look at our bachelor's degree in physical therapy. I would like to point out that this is the only degree in Spain accredited by the World Confederation for Physical Therapy, and the Universidad Europea has been named the best private center and the second best in Spain for studying this field, according to the 2022 ranking within the El Mundo newspaper. So from their very first year, students complete more than 700 hours of practical on-campus simulation coursework within our simulated hospitals, our Human Performance Research Center, as well as our classrooms that are specifically designed for physical therapy. Then, starting their second year, students complete 1,200 hours of clinical training within our physical therapy clinic. Our graduates have secured highly sought-after positions within the realms of sports, neurology, cardiovascular and respiratory therapy, traumatology, oncology, pediatrics, and geriatrics. It's also worth noting that over 75% of physical therapists in Spain are self-employed, So a large portion of our graduates go on to becoming leading entrepreneurs, opening up their own clinics and serving as the captain of their own ship. Now let's take a look at our global bachelor's degree in sports management. So this degree is geared towards the student that loves the world of sports, but doesn't necessarily envision herself or himself playing or training professionally. If you're passionate about creating your own brand, overseeing the construction of sports facilities, specializing in sports advertising or sports journalism, managing a professional club, a sports federation, or a company, perhaps this degree is right up your alley. We want you to have the profile that managers in the sports industry are looking for: a high-quality university education, a broad business vision, versatility, and an international mindset. The aspects I love most about this global bachelor's degree are the travel and study abroad opportunities. In your second year, you will embark on an immersive experience within Spain, within the sports industry, outside of Madrid, of course, either to Barcelona or to Valencia. While in your third year, you will head outside of Europe and learn all about the management of world-class events in a corporate trip to New York City. Finally, in your fourth year, you will experience a full year abroad. So again, if it's a global bachelor's degree, your fourth year, you are required to go abroad, and you will study within the United States at the prestigious New Haven University in Connecticut, which is just a short train ride to New York City. So now that we've gone over this global bachelor's degree, I would like to delve into our bachelor's degree in physical activity and sports sciences. So this degree aims to prepare students to become leading professionals within the world of fitness and health. The first 2 years, students will choose a total of 8 sports, for example, basketball, soccer, handball, golf, cycling, swimming, aquatic activities, judo, winter sports, or volleyball. Then, in their final 2 years, students will specialize in soccer and basketball training. In parallel to their studies, students also obtain a certified personal trainer and certified strength and conditioning specialist certification accredited by the world-renowned international entity called the NSCA. So this looks great on your resume. So that will conclude the presentation of our English taught degrees here at our campus of Villa Viciosa de Odon. And now I would like to go over the admissions process, our scholarship programs, and the reality of living in Spain. But prior to that, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the short video about our campus here in Villa Viciosa de Odon. So I would now like to touch upon the admissions process. First, I would like to mention that the application window for this upcoming 2024-2025 academic year is currently open, and we do encourage you all to participate as soon as possible. You may be wondering, what do I have to do? Well, the first step will be to establish contact with one of our dedicated enrollment advisors, who will be your main point of contact throughout the admissions process up until you register for classes. Now, we will assign you an advisor that is a true expert in the degree of your choice, answering any questions you may have and providing you and your family a campus tour of our facilities if you would like. Your advisor will give you access to your pre-student portal and send you your online admissions tests, which consist of, irrelevant of your degree, a professional skills and abilities test, which will evaluate, for example, how you work in group settings, how you make decisions, what your level of empathy and self-motivation are like. Secondly, you will complete a written interview comprised of 5 questions in which you will need to respond as honestly and detailed as possible. Lastly, all students, regardless of any official language certificates they may have, will need to take a Spanish level exam and an English level exam. These are 50 minutes in duration and contain a grammar, listening, and reading section. Kindly note that if your maternal language is either Spanish or English, you will not need to take that specific test. Upon completing your online admissions tests, our selection committee will evaluate your results and within about 48 hours, relay your admission status to your advisor, who will be in touch with you as soon as possible. Now, if you are admitted and the Universidad Europea is the right fit for you, your next step will be to reserve your place within your pre-student portal. This will guarantee your spot within your bachelor's degree, allow you to proceed forward with the registration process, permit you to apply for scholarships, and of course, provide you that peace of mind knowing that you are officially off to university in the fall of 2024. Now, there are a limited number of spaces per degree, so it is my recommendation to start the process as soon as possible. In fact, we already have a few degrees that are already filled. Fortunately, they are Spanish-taught degrees. However, I do recommend that you start that process as soon as possible. As I mentioned, the Universidad Europea offers a competitive scholarship program that provides financial aid to our students of particularly high academic or athletic performance. Kindly note that within our webpage, you will find numerous scholarships. However, I would like to highlight 2 that are applicable to our international students. The first is what we call in Spanish the Beca de Excelencia, or the Scholarship of Excellence, which is awarded to those students of high academic standings whose annual household income does not exceed 100,000 euros a year. This scholarship will cover 3,000 euros of your tuition annually, and do note that you can apply for this scholarship between March 16th and July 16th of this year, only if your reservation fee has been paid. You will submit your final high school grades through our scholarship online portal, and do note that any application submitted after July 16th will not be considered. The second scholarship I would like to pinpoint is the Plan Compite, or the Plan Compete, granted to those incoming scholar athletes of particularly high athletic performance. These candidates must accredit their athletic standing within the last year through the Ministry or Federation of Sports within your home country. This scholarship will cover 30% of your tuition, excluding your reservation fee and file opening fee. And you may be wondering, can I apply for both? Yes, you can certainly apply for both scholarships. And if granted both, the student will receive the one that is most financially beneficial. Lastly, I would like to point out that for all incoming students for this 2024-2025 academic year, we currently have an early enrollment discount of 50% in the reservation fee this month of February. It is only valid this month of February. It will cover 50%, and it applies to all the degrees that we have gone over this evening, with the exception of dentistry. Okay? So, students, if you have any questions about the admissions process, the admissions tests, or the scholarship programs, please don't hesitate to ask us in the live chat, and we will happily answer those in the Q&A session to follow. But prior to answering those questions, I would like to touch briefly upon the experience of living in Madrid, particularly for those interested students that will be relocating from another country. As a foreigner myself, originally from the United States of America, I've had the fortune of calling Madrid home for nearly a decade. Now, Madrid is Spain's main cultural and business hub, abundant in world-class museums like the Prado, the Reina Sofia, and the Thyssen, sports venues, awe-inspiring architecture and monuments, parks and green spaces, and Madrid houses the headquarters of countless multinational companies, institutions, and hospitals. Madrid is an extremely welcoming city and boasts a street life, vibrancy, hospitality, and overall quality of life that comes second to none, in my humble opinion. Located in the geographic center of the nation, Madrid is well connected by air and rail to all corners of Spain and other major European cities. And thanks to our high-speed train system, we are about 2.5 hours from Barcelona, Valencia, Sevilla, and Malaga, and about 6 hours driving from Portugal's two major cities of Lisbon and Porto. Not to mention, the day trip excursions from Madrid are endless. For those nature enthusiasts, Madrid is just about a 45-minute drive from the Sierra de Guadarrama, a huge mountain range that bisects the Iberian Peninsula. And for those history buffs out there, we're just an hour's drive away from the medieval towns of Toledo, Segovia, and Avila. As far as weather is concerned, Madrid has a mild, dry, and pleasant climate year-round, although it's quite chilly now from December to February, and very hot in the months of July and August. But for the rest of the year, it's quite sunny and very, very pleasant. You may be wondering, where am I going to live? On campus, in the middle of the city, nearby campus? Well, as far as living situations are concerned, please note that we do offer two on-campus dormitories called Velázquez and Picasso that are managed by a company called Xior, that's X-I-O-R. These dorms offer 4 categories of rooms: a shared room, an individual comfort, an individual premium, or an individual deluxe. Included in the price are breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week, a weekly room cleaning, and a sheet wash. Amenities include dining halls, study halls, a movie theater, a huge terrace as well. Not to mention the Xior residents. So if you live in the dorms, you are automatically a member of our sports club, and you will have unlimited access to our sports facilities as well as group classes. Additionally, there are ample student residences within the town of Villaviciosa de Odón, just a few minutes from campus by bus. If you're interested in exploring other options nearby. If you go onto Google and you type in student dorms, Villaviciosa de Odón, you should see about 10, 11, or 12 different options that are all great here nearby campus. However, for those of you wishing to live in the middle of the hustle and bustle, right in the heart of downtown Madrid, the campus is very well connected by public transportation. In fact, the commute from Madrid's Príncipe Pío station to our campus takes approximately 30 minutes. And aside from public transportation, our university provides our own transportation with buses departing from Moncloa 6 times a day. Okay, it's called Bus Up, B-U-S-U-P. There's an app. It's about 50 euros a month, and it's a great way for you to get to the center of town within about 20 or 25 minutes, depending on traffic. Now, regarding health insurance, if you live abroad, if you're from abroad and you're coming to live in Spain, you have to acquire health insurance. In fact, it's a requirement in order to receive your foreign residency card. So, regarding health insurance, there are a lot of options at your disposal. However, according to their prices, coverage, and overall quality of doctors and healthcare staff, we would recommend Nueva Mutua Sanitaria, whose contact information you will find there on the screen. Lastly, regarding your student visa, please note that we will provide you the documentation needed to file for your visa through the Spanish embassy or consulate within your home country once you have confirmed your place and paid your reservation fee for the upcoming academic year. Now, we hope you enjoy this this is the last video that we're going to show you about our clubs and extracurricular activities before opening up the floor for Q&A.
La vida universitaria te está esperando. Sabes que cuentas con más de 25 clubes donde puedes desarrollar todas tus habilidades y además conocer personas con tu misma afición.
¿Te gusta diseñar y construir objetos? Te invito a que te unas a los clubes de Fórmula, Robótica, Informática, Ciencias, Física, Game Studio o Air Division. Además, estos equipos participan en competiciones a nivel nacional e internacional, representando a nuestra universidad.
Tal vez te interesen actividades más culturales, así que puedes apuntarte al club de cine, al de teatro o al de fotografía.
Seguro que tienes el talento necesario.
También tenemos clubes para quienes quieran divertirse con juegos o deporte, como el club de eSport, el entrenamiento, club de rol o ajedrez. Jaque mate.
¿Eres trotamundos? Entonces tus clubes son o Relaciones Internacionales o Modelos de Naciones Unidas, que van a encuentros internacionales y nacionales. De hecho, este año fueron a París y a Dubái para representarnos.
En cambio, si lo tuyo es medicina, odontología, fisioterapia, psicología, biotecnología o ingeniería biomédica, contamos con agrupaciones para titulaciones específicas.
Estás a la última en todo, entonces no puedes perderte clubes como Pride
O podcast.
Y si aún así no encuentras un club que te interese, puedes crear uno nuevo.
So we will now open the floor for Q&A. Within the live chat, you are free to ask us any questions you may have about any of the degrees that we've gone over, the admissions process, our campus here in Villaviciosa de Odón, living in Spain, etc. My colleagues on the live chat and I will answer each in order of reception. We are happy to answer any and all questions now, but please note that tomorrow we will get in contact with you over email to send you the electronic brochure of your degree with the tuition fees, and we will assign you your very own dedicated enrollment advisor. So I do see that a couple of questions have already rolled in through the live chat. The first question is concerning dentistry. The question is, are you affiliated with French universities? Can students do a training program in France or only in Spain? So great question. Within our dentistry program, it's a 5-year program. The last 2 years, you will complete 900 hours of clinical internships. 300 years your 4th year, and 600 years your 5th year. And you are required to carry out your clinical internships within our 2 polyclinics, our 2 dentistry clinics located right in the heart of Madrid. In fact, I will be one of your patients. That is where I myself go as an employee of the Universidad Europea to get all of my dental procedures done. However, if you would like to study abroad, if you would like to go to France, we fortunately do have agreements with a wide array of universities around the world. In fact, we have agreements with 279 universities across 35 countries across 5 continents. So I would recommend that if you are interested in going abroad, say your 3rd year, that you explore those opportunities. However, to answer your questions, your training opportunities, your training placement opportunities, your internships must be carried out here in Madrid, your 4th and 5th year. Here we have another question regarding our bachelor's degree in data science. Is it offered in English? Yes. So we are very, very proud to offer both our bachelor's degree in data science, which is within the faculty of STEAM, so the world of engineering. We also offer our bachelor's degree in business analytics completely in English, and that's within the faculty of social sciences and communication within the School of Business. And business analytics, of course, both degrees are similar. However, business analytics prepares you to, really have success within any department of any multinational company within any sector. Okay, so they are similar. However, one focuses more on the business side of things, whereas the other one focuses a little bit more transversal. Great question. And here we have a question regarding our sports facilities. Do you have any competitive swimming teams? So we currently have 25 sports teams. You name the sport, we probably have a team for it. However, we currently only have 7 or 8 sports teams that compete against other universities. Those are football or soccer, basketball, handball, track and field, volleyball. However, currently we do not have a competitive swim team. However, if we have enough members within our swimming club, we would be happy to explore the opportunity to create a competitive team. But you are going to love our aquatic facilities here on campus. As I mentioned, we have 2 state-of-the-art semi-Olympic sized swimming pools, 1 indoor and 1 outdoor as well. So you can train and swim throughout the entire year. So great question. We have another question that was just rolled through. Can you explain more on the degree in data science? Do students need background experience before studying data science? So to answer your question, no, you do not need any previous experience. Data science is gaining a lot of traction on the world stage. So companies, institutions, hospitals are all looking for professionals that can crunch big numbers and analyze big data. Fortunately, the first year provides you with a really strong theoretical base. So if you come from the world of studying high school focusing on the humanities or social sciences or even biomedical sciences, and you're kind of looking to change your track and start your bachelor's degree in data science, you will not be alone, because your first year you will have a really, really strong theoretical approach to gain all the different major subjects before focusing on getting into more detail. And please note, we will assign you your very own academic advisor. So starting from your very first year, you will have an academic advisor who will be a professor within your degree that will be there to help you if you're having any kind of academic obstacle. If you need help deciding which track should I go down, where should I carry out my internship, where should I study abroad, that would be a really good figure for you to lean on in times of doubt. So great question. Also, the internship, is it in English or in Spanish? It depends on the degree that you are studying. However, if you are going to carry out your internship within a Spanish company, a Spanish hospital, a Spanish clinic, we do need you to have a B2 level of Spanish by the start of your internship. However, most internship placements start your fourth year, so you will have 3 full years to practice and hone your Spanish skills. You'll be living in Spain, so through osmosis, I'm sure that you will pick up Spanish within the first couple of years. However, if you would like to schedule Spanish classes, we have a great teaching staff here that offer English and Spanish classes online. So for example, in order to start your internships within the dentistry degree, we do need you to have a B2 level of Spanish in order to start your clinical internships your fourth year. So great question. Let's see here. We have a couple other questions that have rolled through. What are the relationships like within the basketball world? Well, as I mentioned, we are strong partners with Real Madrid. And within the world of basketball, I myself am from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm not sure if you know the Memphis Grizzlies. However, we do have agreements with a lot of different NBA programs. In fact, if you do study sports management, your third year, you will take a corporate trip to New York City. And one of the excursions that day, during one of those days is a visit to the world headquarters of the NBA. So I would say that our connections within the world of basketball are quite strong. Here we have another question. Here we go. What are the specific partnerships? So, like I mentioned, tomorrow we will get in contact with you over email. We will assign you your very own dedicated enrollment advisor. So if you could please ask that question for your enrollment advisor about the specific partnerships. They'd be happy to provide you with a list. However, as I mentioned, we are partnered with Real Madrid as well as with the NBA in the United States of America. Here we have another question. Do you have a tennis club on campus? Yes, we do have a tennis club. We have 9 tennis courts here on campus. We also have 4 paddle courts. The majority of our sports facilities are located at the far end of campus. That's where we have all of our sports, our football field, our track and field, our beach volleyball court, rock climbing wall, as well as our sports center. However, on the opposite end of campus, on the other side of biomedical and health sciences, is where we have our tennis and paddle center. So, to answer your question, yes. And again, we have 35,000 square meters of sports facilities here on campus. Any other questions? It looks like those are the questions that have rolled in through this point. Going once, going twice. No more questions. That's okay. If any other questions come up after this event this evening, again, you will have your own dedicated enrollment advisor that will guide you through the enrollment process starting tomorrow and answer any questions that you may have. So thank you again for your questions, and thank you to our colleagues for your answers within our live chat. Students and families attending this evening, as I mentioned at the beginning of this event, choosing a degree in a university can be an extremely, extremely challenging decision, and probably one of the most difficult decisions that a young person has to make. Therefore, it is my sincere wish and recommendation that you research in detail a wide range of universities, that you study their 4-year curriculum or 5-year curriculum, that you evaluate the professors and on-campus installations and facilities, that you take into account all the internship offerings, and that you explore all the various extracurricular activities at hand. Because those of us that are a bit older than you can probably agree that your university years is perhaps one of the most rewarding chapters in a person's life. So, if you do envision yourself studying through project-based learning, gaining real experience within a professional setting, participating in clubs and sports teams, and cultivating lifelong friendships with classmates from all around the world, perhaps the Universidad Europea de Madrid is the right fit for you. Our next on-campus open house event is scheduled for the 16th of March, 2024, and it would be a pleasure to welcome you to our state-of-the-art campus in person. On behalf of the university, thank you so much for connecting with us this evening, and a special thank you to my team within the admissions department, specifically David, Mauricio, Roberto, Diego, and Jose Luis that have been connected here on our live chat. I would also like to give a special thanks to the technicians and production team for making this event a reality. And of course, a very special thank you to all interested students and families for your participation in this open house event. Classes will start in September of 2024, and we do hope to see you all around campus here in Villaviciosa de Odón. I wish you a very pleasant evening and a great rest of your week. Buenas noches.